Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to my videos where I try to reach 1200 Elo on chess.com by the end of this year, 2024. So I played 5 games, some pretty good games and some not so good games, but I suppose that's the way it is. So let's dive right into it. My first game. This. Oh, it's a sneeze coming up. So, first game, not bad, not good. 70.7 accuracy. Quite a few inaccuracies, couple of mistakes, couple of misses. Estimated elo of 1100. But I outplayed my opponent, and that's where it eventually. Well, no, it doesn't really eventually revolve around that. I mean, I obviously need to improve my game in order to keep winning consistently because that's one of the things I bump into sometimes. Like I play 5 games, and won 3, lost 2. So I did actually gain 8 rating points, which is well on my way to. It's still my. That's the way I like it. 8 points per day, or 7 or 9. Just win one game more than I lose per day, and then I'll reach 1200 by the end of this year. But most importantly is that I enjoy my games, which I do, and sometimes it's tense and tough. But another thing that's important is that I work on more on like a consistency that I like. Maybe if I play 5 games, that I win 4, or if I play 3 times, that I win twice, and that I yeah make less and less blunders. But I've heard that until about 1500 elo, you're bound to blunder. Okay, so maybe I'm still all right. I think you blunder roughly around like I do at this elo. Like I think from 1500 elo up, you maybe blunder once every couple of games, and below that you might play a game without blunders, but then you play a couple with blunders. So anyway, here we go. First game playing as black, standard stuff. Nothing really important to mention here. He's going for the fight deliver attack. He's attacking this pawn, which is only defended by the king. But I castle, and if someone chooses to capture this pawn, I recapture with my rook, and then I win 2 pieces for a rook and a pawn, which apparently to most of the people I follow who are higher elo is good from my perspective if you're in this situation. So my opponent didn't do this. I did miss an opportunity to eventually win a pawn. Yeah, I'm not gonna focus too much on that. I'm just gonna focus on what I've seen, how I played the game, and if I miss something extremely important. And this is just winning a pawn, which might be important, but anyway, he's just pinning my knight to the queen. I'm bringing out the bishop the way I like to do it. He's forcing. Yeah, they see it as inaccuracy, or stockfish, but I like it. He didn't go for it, and I missed an opportunity to win a knight. Um, yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I did actually look at it. This is like a longer version, but if I would have just pushed his pawn, he would have gone back. I would have pushed, and he would have had to choose between either go back again, and then I'd be. Actually, I wouldn't even be trapping the knight. Okay. No, doesn't matter. How do I go back? So yeah, it's Stockfish. I don't really understand it so most of the time. And for my elo, I'm not really into really looking into this, to be honest. Unless it's like a major miss. Um, I can't see anything without my glasses on. Yeah, okay. Me taking, them taking. I'm trying to get rid of the bishop. Let him make up his mind. Do you want to capture my knight or not? And this is where we end up. And yes, I did have a idea in mind to either. I didn't see it right. Sometimes it happens. I thought like I had an opportunity to get here with my knight and give a fork covered by my bishop, but a knight doesn't move like a bishop does. So this is my main purpose now. And then my opponent is piling up the pressure on this knight because he's attacked twice and defended twice, but that would mean doubling of pawns and opening up this um, space in front of my king, which obviously I didn't want to allow. So I did see this trick, uh, capture, probably recapture or recapture, and then I can move back here defending the knight twice. So that's what I did. So just a lot of capturing and recapturing. That's a free pawn. I did see there's no, he can only go here and then I just go back and he can't take this. So it was a safe pawn to take. And we carry on some upper pawn at the moment. So I was considering trying to find ways to trade pieces and go into an endgame. This was just beneficial for me, so I thought like let's trade the bishops. And then I thought like okay, well let's not trade the bishop, but go for something better. I presume you can see it, and it's also stated here by Stockfish. I can actually win a rook, so that's what I did. So I'm up in material now, so more eager to find a way to trade. And my opponent didn't really have any play, and I was just gonna push this pawn and get a queen if need be. Just trying to defend my stuff. I probably could have better apparently pushed the pawn and get rid of the knights. And yeah, so he did get some counterplay, to be honest. So I'm not really happy with that because now I had to defend again, and he's obviously didn't want the knight to be captured because he's down in material. He's 3 points down at the moment. So I'm just having to go back to defending and figuring some other stuff out. This is good trading. I'm winning a pawn. So I'm up 4 points at the moment. And I knew I was in a fork position here. And obviously, at the moment, I could capture the knight with my queen. But I also obviously did see that this pawn was only protected once with by my king, and which is not very great. So I brought it all the way back here. Uh, could have gone here, but not here, obviously. But this felt safe. And so this is where it got a bit tricky because now obviously I cannot defend um, the fork with my queen anymore because it's defended by the rook. This square also. So I had to step out of the way and just hope that this would become a passer uh, eventually. But my opponent didn't actually go for the fork. I don't know what he did. Oh, he's probably trying to attack this. But I just stepped out of the way and I thought like, oh, I'm gonna capture this knight as soon as I possibly can. And when I do that, I can take the rook. And obviously my opponent did see that, so he sacrificed his rook for a bishop. And then we trade, which is fine by me. And this is just a matter of finishing it off, protecting everything well, and then go get a queen. So, and then my opponent resigned, which I think is wise to do because that was not possible anymore. So that's the first game. And mind you, I'd like to keep playing until I'm checkmated because even at this elo, some people actually do give away a stalemate. Hey, Push. There's my pussycat. Hey, Push. Come eens. Come on. Say hi. Say hi to the camera. Or not. So here we go, second game. This was not such a good game. No, not so good. Well, I played better than the first game, but my opponent outplayed me. Ah! Hang on. Hang on! Hey, push! These nails get stuck in my sweater. So here we go. Hang on, I just wanted to. So one blunder, one mistake, a couple of inaccuracies, and my opponent just played very well. So playing as white this time. Nothing special. Just trading. God, so you might say this is like a bit. Yeah. Some people say doubling of pawns is not such a great deal, but I'm not too much a fan of it. But to be honest, I actually did 1, 2, 3, 4 moves with a knight just to prevent double pawn. So maybe next time I just won't bother. Okay, a blunder's coming up here. I haven't actually looked at this before I started filming, so I'm just wondering what I've done. Yeah, I thought I did see a tactic, but I missed an important thing. I thought like I captured this, my opponent either recaptures here or recaptures there, and then I can grab this knight. But what I did miss is that my opponent had a check, and that messes up my plans because now I've lost a knight for a pawn, and I had to get out of the way because here's a fork. So I'm already like struggling here. And my opponent actually did play well. He didn't make any blunders, and he just outplayed me. He just did everything right. Yeah, so this was a mistake of me actually to go for that pawn because I didn't see. Yeah, I mean, if you're losing, if you've made a mistake, you're bound to make more mistakes. I should learn from this and just maybe get up and walk for a couple of minutes because I've got plenty of time, and then go back into the game again. Because normally, obviously, you would see this. This is like this is a fork, so I missed it, and this is really getting into trouble. I mean, and now I'm pinned to the queen, to the king, so it's pretty much game over. But I thought, like, well, play until the end. This really doesn't even push. Nou, genoeg geweest. Yeah. So there you go. One mistake, and if your opponent is playing well and doesn't blunder himself or herself, you're just done for. Yeah. So in the third game, I also made a mistake by not really look. I think I sacrificed something again in hope of a nice tactic, but I also in this position, also in this game, I made a mistake there. Hang on, let's put it there. So 83 for my opponent, 75 and a half for me. Blunder, one miss and mistake, and plenty of inaccuracies. And my opponent played pretty well. Yeah, this once again is just a mistake. I thought like um, since he moved his bishop here, this pawn is undefended. That's what I thought. So I thought like, well, if but I thought like I can't go here because that would leave my queen undefended. So I thought like if I go here, as I did, um, I'll just be able to snag this pawn. But um, I guess I was in a bit of a tilt and I wasn't thinking clearly because obviously he can just take me here, which he did, and that leaves my bishop undefended. Basically, my opponent played well, didn't make any mistakes, so it was just a matter of time. Don't even know why I did this. This is also like a major blow. Well, obviously, I was going to lose the knight anyway. Um, what did my stock? Oh, castling. Just get out of. Mm, yeah, just sacrificing your knight. It's a gunner anyway. And now I've traded queens also. I'm down 6 points, down two full pieces. So this is just a lost game. Was nothing I can do anymore. I got no counterplay whatsoever. I grabbed a few things. I saw the potential maybe. Um, uh, yeah, I don't know. It was just nothing I can do anymore. It was just a lost game. Hoping for a perpetual check somehow, but that wasn't the case. And this is also like a discovery check, so I'm gonna lose my bishop also. And this is just the end. Tuk, 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 tuk. Yeah, well played by my opponent. Not so well played by me. So I was down to 11:23. So I was down 8 points by this point. So I was hoping to regain some points. And this one is a little bit better, I think. 88.6, pretty good. One miss, two inaccuracies. Estimated ELO of 1850. Well, estimated rating is different than a FIDE ELO rating. So just developing again. He's playing the English apparently. I'm not very familiar with it. Yes, I have. Finally, I got a brilliant. I've got a brilliant. Because obviously did see it. Take it here with the knight, the bishop. Then go for a check and grab the bishop. So there we go. excellent. Good. Always feels good to get a brilliant. And this is a blunder because now if you don't see, forces eventual checkmate. I did see that, but I didn't see a follow-up. Hang on, just let me find out. You can only go here, here, or here. So let's say if he goes here. Oh, hang on. Is that it? Oh, I missed that. Shit. And if you would have gone here. Ah. Okay, so I did play all right, but I did miss this. I didn't see a follow-up. But I did see a hanging bishop. So I thought like if I go here, I threaten the queen, and then I can grab the bishop. But I missed a checkmate. So he gave me a check. Now win the bishop. And I mean, it's still. And now I'm gonna get myself a queen. But it took me a while to finish it off, so I did actually miss a checkmate. He did get into some counterplay, and then he resigned because I did actually consider say this is pinned. Say he obviously couldn't step out. He actually basically couldn't do anything. Well, he could have maybe gone here, get out of the pin, but then I would have gone here, and if he did whatever, maybe I don't know. Doesn't matter. I did see actually a tactic to just sacrifice my queen and bishop for two rooks and go into an endgame with two rooks up just to get over it. So, but I did miss a checkmate. That's unfair. I did see it. I did see the check, but I didn't see a follow up. So next time I need to look a bit closer into it. Yeah. Check. Checkmate. Or checkmate. Unfortunate. Anyway, I did win. That's what counts at the end of the day. And the next I played 94.2 accuracy. So that's well done. I'm quite happy with it. I didn't actually think I played that well. But let's find out. Played an actual cactus, as you can see. So here we go. Just developing. Trading some stuff. This was a mistake and in accuracy, but I did miss the tactic. There's a tactic where you how did it go again? You take this, they take you. You take them, they take you, and you take them. And then you're up a pawn, I believe. So it's just a pawn. But I didn't see it. So I thought like I am just going to trade. And obviously I did see a checkmate threat, or a check threat anyway. And I thought like I go to the 7 rank and maybe grab a pawn, or maybe eventually get 2 picks on the 7 rank, as they say. Just doubling up the rooks, getting there. Having to, I thought like I'll just trade pieces, which did happen. And then he's attacking my rook, so I had to retreat it. He's defending the pawn. and I thought, what did I think? What did I think? Oh yeah, I had a nice idea. I thought like if I can um, get my rook up here, he can either take me and then I take back with a checkmate, or he doesn't take and I take and he takes. And didn't see quite a good follow up just yet, but I did notice that he had the back rank issue. So I did keep that in mind. He's getting some counterplay. I This didn't actually do anything because this pawn is pinned, but at least it's not a checkmate. So I lose a pawn, he loses a pawn. I lost another pawn, but this is a blunder, and maybe you can see it. Uh, it's different than I thought because what it has to do with. I'll show you. That's the thing. I mean, obviously, when I put my rook over here, um, if he captures me, it's a checkmate. So he can't do that. Um, so the only thing you can do basically is try it. And if you do anything else, say I don't know, go here. I'll just capture it, and they recapture, and then I go with the checkmate. So that's apparently why this was a blunder. So this is what I did, and don't know why my opponent did this because this doesn't help anything. Gave a check, and now it's checkmate. So there you have it. Those were my 5 games. So 3 wins, 2 losses. So we have to really the 2 losses were because I did think I had some tactics, but I didn't think through the whole all possible counter moves by my opponent. So those tactics I thought were good weren't good at all. So that's what I have to be more vigilant of. Indeed. Right. So thank you very much for watching. Still in this the way I do now, 8 points every day roughly. Um, Still well on my way. Fingers crossed to 1200 elo. 1200 rating at chess.com by the end of the year. And if I do actually manage to win a game more than I lose, so if I gain 8 points per day, or sometimes 7, sometimes 9, I might actually get to 1250. But that would mean I have to win at least 8 points a day. So we'll see. But 1200 is my goal, and I have 51 points, 61 points to go. Thank you very much for watching again, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.